There are 3 teams in the NHL who have won 9 out of their last 10 games. Meanwhile, there are a bunch that have only won 1 or 2. We'll take a look at both sides when we take a look at the hottest and coldest teams in the NHL. Hey everybody, it is time once again for NHL hottest and coldest teams. We'll be looking at the teams that are playing the best right now and the teams that are really struggling. Getting down towards the end of the season, obviously now is the time of year where you want to be playing your best hockey. And for some of the teams, especially playoff teams, they are doing that right now. As always, I like to start with the good side of things. So let's get right into it here. Hottest teams in the NHL. Coming in at number 5, we have the Minnesota Wild, who are 7-1-2 in their last 10 games. They've won 3 in a row and doing a very good job of playing great hockey here at the end of the season and keeping pace with the St. Louis Blues, who we're going to talk about in a couple of seconds here, for that second spot in the Central Division. So Minnesota has needed to win, and Minnesota has been winning here recently, doing a good job of picking up points. Number 4, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are 8-1-1 in their last 10. They won their last game out. And obviously, very good stretch continues here for the Maple Leafs, 8 out of 10. And they're doing a great job of picking up points. They're not catching Florida, but they are solidifying themselves into that second spot in the Atlantic Division. At number 3, we have the aforementioned St. Louis Blues, 9-0-1 in their last 10 games and on a 7-game winning streak. They are in a dogfight right now with Minnesota, who obviously is also playing very well for that second seed in the Central. These two teams actually play today, this afternoon, and that is going to be a huge game with second place on the line. So the Blues absolutely tearing it up right now. The Colorado Avalanche come in at number 2. They are also 9-0-1 in their last 10 games. However, they have won 8 in a row, and they continue to run away with the Western Conference lead. And looks like they're probably going to win the President's Trophy. They are playing incredibly good hockey right now and just firing on all cylinders, gearing up for what they hope is a deep playoff run, as they've been one of the best teams in the league all season long. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have the Florida Panthers. This is the reason that the Toronto Maple Leafs, despite all of their winning, are not really gaining on Florida, because Florida is 9-1-0 in their last 10 games, and they have won 9 straight. Florida has been a juggernaut all year long. They're the best offensive team in the NHL, and they just keep on rolling. This is a team playing great hockey right now, and are going to look to carry that over into the postseason, but really looking good right now. So those are your hottest teams in the NHL: Florida, Colorado, St. Louis, Toronto, and Minnesota. And we have 3 teams in the league right now who are on winning streaks of 7 games or longer and have won 9 out of their last 10. That is some very good hockey. Switching things over to the other side now, the cold side, teams that are not playing nearly as well. Coming in at number 5, we have the Anaheim Ducks. They still have just 2 wins in their last 10 games, 2-5-3. Lost their last 2 in overtime. Have put up some very good games and put up some big-time fights in their last few games, but not able to come away with the wins, and still just 2 wins in the last 10 for Anaheim. At number 4, we have the Philadelphia Flyers, who are 2-8-0 in their last 10 games, and they've lost 3 straight in regulation. Obviously, it's been a very long, tough year in Philadelphia, and that certainly is continuing as they are struggling to beat anybody. At number 3, we've got the Montreal Canadiens, who are 2-7-1 in their last 10. They've lost 4 straight in regulation, including getting shut out last night by the New York Islanders. Montreal's had a tough year as well. On the bright side, Carey Price came back. He played his first game last night. Wasn't able to pick up the win, but nonetheless, it's been a long year for for a team that was in the finals last year. Obviously, they have not been able to repeat that success. and they're here on the coldest list once again. At number 2, we've got the Arizona Coyotes. 2-7-1 also in their last 10 games, lost 5 in a row in regulation. They are really dropping down now. Looks like they are going to probably finish last overall in the NHL and have the best shot at the number 1 overall pick in the league this year. So obviously Arizona very much building for the future, not the right now. And finally, in at number 1, the coldest team in the NHL, the San Jose Sharks, with just 1 win in their last 10 games. They are 1-6-3 in that span. Lost their last 2 in overtime, so they did at least get a point out of it, but only 1 win in the win column over a 10-game stretch for the San Jose Sharks, and they are really, really struggling, as they have for most of this season, and obviously not a playoff team, have been eliminated from contention. So those are your coldest teams in the NHL: the Sharks, Coyotes, Canadiens, Flyers, and Ducks. So there you have it, everybody. The hottest and coldest teams right now in the NHL. We're only going to be doing this maybe 1 or 2 more times because we are right down to the end of the season here. And, obviously now's the time of year where teams want to be playing well, especially if you're a playoff team going into the postseason. And everybody's gearing up for playoff action. So we're getting down here. We'll see how this list changes by next week, who comes on, who comes off, and what so. But those right now are your teams that are playing very well. And the teams that are playing well are playing very, very well. And then the teams that are struggling, obviously only 1 or 2 wins in a 10-game stretch. That's tough. But that's what we got for hottest and coldest teams. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donation links are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon.